Welcome to the second episode of the Fifth Quarter Living Movement podcast, where we focus on using the old you to create the new you. I'm your host, Pierre Evans, and I'm going to jump right into it, man, because I'm excited, right? And I should have did this the first week. The first podcast, I should have been telling you exactly what the Fifth Quarter Living Movement is. Like, what does that mean? There's so many people, and just to be transparent, like they hitting me up like, Pierre, what's the Fifth Quarter Living Movement? Like, what is that? And, so I had to explain it. But I wanted to make sure that I got on here and I used this episode to really let you know, like, what is the Fifth Quarter Living Movement? How will it help you to change your life and get you from where you are to a whole nother level? So I'm not going to hold back right now, right? Like, we're just going to jump directly into it, right? I want you to think about this. You wake up and you're like, man, I have income problems. Well, last month you had income problems. The month before that you had income problems. The year before that you had income problems, right? You have and a lot of your problems are coming because you're not investing in the things or the thing that you need to invest in. You're investing in someone else being the one to take you to your vision. You're investing in other people and relying on other people to give you the life that you want, right? If you get up every day and you go punch your clock and you wait for them to give you a promotion, you're waiting on somebody else to tell you when it's time for you to live the vision you want. If you're running your business and year after year, you're staying in the same spot, you're not raising your prices because you're scared that your customers might leave you and you might not get new business. You're not going out and going after certain clientele because you don't think you belong in a room with these people or you're ready to play on this level, right? And the reason you're feeling like this is because you're not investing in what needs to be invested in. You're investing in helping somebody get to where they want to go, but you're not investing in you becoming the person that can take you where you want to go. So when we talk fifth quarter living, I want you to understand that we're focusing on key areas, right? And money's not everything. But poverty is not fun either. Money is not everything, but not having options is not the way to live your life either. So when we're talking about fifth quarter living, I want you to understand something. That if you're having income problems, it's because you're not maximizing this concept. And this concept says that majority of the people, right? Majority of the world, they go to work on Monday through Friday. And then on Friday, they can't wait to punch the clock so they can get out. Come Saturday, they sleep in late. Why? They've been getting up early all week long. They've been getting up early all week long, and you go out and you help some other business owner. You help somebody else with their vision. Excuse me. You help somebody else with their vision to get closer to what they want. In the process of you getting them closer to what you want, because you're not clear on what you want, you're getting further away from you ending up at your dream destination. And listen, I understand. Yep, go ahead, say it. I got bills to pay. I got to go to work. I got kids to take care of. I got to go to work. I got a spouse that needs me, depends on my income. I got to go to work. I get it. I get it. I truly get it. I promise you. And I want you to understand, listen to me. This is not just for, entrepreneurs. This is not just for somebody in the corporate world. Either one of you can use this strategy, this tactic to help get you where you want to be in your life. Now check this out. People are working Monday through Friday. Saturday, they're sleeping in. Sunday, they're waking up. And when they wake up on Sunday, they're saying to themselves, man, I got to get my clothes ready because I got to go to work on Monday. I got to make sure I'm in the house by this time. I'm in the bed by this time. I got everything right. Boom. And they back off helping somebody else build their vision Monday through Friday. And at the same time, their vision is falling to the backside. Fifth quarter living, what that means is you do what you need to do Monday through Friday. But then Saturday and Sunday, I need you to do what you really need to do. And what you really need to do is you need to work on what's going to help you add that extra income to remove your income problem. See, you have an income problem because there's not enough income, but there's not enough income because you're using your time to watch TV. You're using your time to hang out. You're using your time to be on the phone and talk to people that are not adding extra income. You make a certain amount of money that you get paid hourly Monday through Friday. That means when you get your check every other Friday, your check is going to be the same. You're not going to look. I don't know why you even bother checking. Like, don't check the account. The money's the same money. I want to help you to get rid of your income problem. So I don't want you to work Monday through Friday and then you're done. I want you to give them their time Monday through Friday. But then on Saturday and Sunday, I want you to devote that to you. I want you to figure out what is it that I want to do, right? My big picture, I want this to be my dream. This is where I want to end up. But what can I do on Saturday and Sunday? And now I'm able to take my Saturday and Sunday and make it to where it's lucrative, to where it helps me on my income problem. But get this, because this is what's going to happen. If you say, again, right, let me back this up because I want to make sure that 9 to 5 people don't feel like I'm saying like, yo, go out and leave your job and be an entrepreneur. And that's not what I'm telling you. If you're sitting in your job, you're at your desk, you're in your cubicle, I don't know, you're running your route, whatever it is that you're doing for your job. What I want you to do is I want you to know what it takes for you to get to that promotion. What do you need to do for you to be able to hit that promotion and get to the next level inside of your workplace? So listen, when Saturday hits, we're not sleeping and we're going to wake up early and we're going to give 8 hours to studying that promotion that we need. We're going to take 8 hours to studying the business that we want to develop. And then on Sunday, we're going to wake up and we're going to give 8 hours to the position that we want. We're going to give 8 hours to the business that we want. Why? Because if you give 8 hours on Saturday and 8 hours on Sunday, that's 16 hours. So that means in 2 weeks, you just did what? You just added 32 hours. 32 hours in 2 weeks. You gave your business 32 hours. So what I'm saying to you is when you do this for a whole year, where you say, yep, I'm not relaxing Saturday, I'm not BSing on Sunday, I'm putting all my time into my development, into me, investing in me. Why? Because my lack of investing in me is making it to where I'm having income problems. My income problems coming because I'm not investing in me. So what I want you to do is I want you to just do the math. Don't take my word for it, but do the math. If you say to yourself that on Monday, right, through Friday, you can have that time. But on Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to give that time to me. And if I do that every day, every weekend for a year, I just got back 104 days. The 104 days that I got back, you can't take from me. I got 104 days that I executed at the end of a year. That is 3.46 months. Let's do easy math and let's call it 3 months. You just added 3 months to your life that most people throw away. So I want you to look at it. Let's back this up. You have somebody in your position that you want. And what you do is you go home on the weekends and you study to get to the position that this person has. I promise you they don't go home and study. Why? Because they're excited to have it. And they're going to wait like, yep, I'm going to enjoy my days off. I'll go back and deal with these people when I get there. What I'm telling you is this is going to separate you from everybody else, because when it comes time to make decisions, when it comes time to make moves, when it comes time to operate, when it comes time to be in a meeting and speak up, you're going to know stuff that the other person who's in this position, but they don't take the time to study the position like you do. See, because they go to work. And when they go to work, they're working. They're working on what they already know. They're working a system. You're going home on Saturday and Sunday. You're figuring out how the system works. You're knowing the ins and outs of the system. You're knowing how to improve the system. You're identifying gaps in the system and you're making it better. And because you're doing that, their position now, they don't even know it, but their position is in danger of being lost because you stepped up and you put in work. Again, same thing. Somebody has a business, you're in the same business. They go home after their work day. Why? Because they're tired, they're drained, and they say, yep, this is the only day I get off. I'm going to run errands. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then I get back to work when it's time to get back to work. What I'm telling you is, all I want you to do is I want you to take your Saturday and Sunday, and I want you to execute like never before. I want you to go hard. I want you to go hard, because when you get that promotion or you get them new clients, your income problem goes away. So in order for your income problem to go away, you have to use the Fifth Quarter Living Movement, and you have to take that concept and you have to execute. That is your investment. Your investment doesn't cost you any money, but your investment will definitely add to your bottom line. See, we invest in watching TV. People are on TV, but we're watching the people on TV because them people put in the work and we feel as though they're worth us watching. So we look at it and we say, I don't like the way that actor acts. I don't like the way that actress acts. I don't like the way that person plays that position. I don't know how they even made it to the league. They made it to the league. They made it to the screen that you're watching because they put in the work that you're not willing to put in. So all you have to do is put the work in, and you'll be surprised at how many people are being so lazy out there, and they're giving you the opportunity to catch up and take their position. But you're focused on everything that's going bad in your life. And because you're focused on the things that's going bad, you are your biggest expense. Your attitude, your emotions is your biggest expense. And you're spending a lot of your time thinking about what's not going right. You're spending a lot of your time focused on what other people have and what other people are doing and how other people don't deserve, or they're not as good as people portray them to be. Listen, nobody's paying you attention. So you are costing yourself. And all I'm saying to you is your income problem goes away when you operate in the fifth quarter zone. When you operate on Saturday and Sundays, but get this is the crazy thing. This is the crazy thing that happens. And I promise, man, I didn't think about this at the time when I was doing it, right? When I was coming up with the concept, because really where it stems from is the fact that, I grew up in the streets and, I hustled all my life for a long time. And it was always Monday to Monday. We never had days off. I don't care if you were sick. I don't care if it was raining, snowing, sleet, hurricane outside. It didn't matter. You got up and you made sure you hustled. Otherwise, you would not eat. So it was Monday to Monday. None of this Monday to Friday business. It was Monday to Monday. And I watched myself excel. So I'm just saying to you that if you take the time and you invest this back to you, remember the investment into you is free. Especially with the power of the internet. With the power of the internet, it costs you nothing for you to be able to, at minimum, get started and start to generate something. All right. So that's going to help you to have your income problem disappear once you invest in yourself, once you identify the places that, are big expenses. Your TV cost you. I heard my man say a long time ago, a while ago, but probably about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe. And he was like, yo, my TV cost me 70 grand. And I'm like, 70 grand? I'm like, what you want? Like, what's your TV do for you? Like, does it cook? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it do? Does it order all your takeout? Is it like, I don't know, like what would make you pay 70 grand for a TV? I'm like, can you jump in the picture and interact with the people? Like, I don't get it. And he was like, nah. He was like, I was making $30,000 at my job. But when I left my job, I realized I didn't have time to really watch TV. And I watched my income go from 30,000 to 100,000. And what that told me was, because I was giving the TV and investing into the TV, my time, I couldn't invest into the vision. And because I couldn't invest into the vision, the TV took $70,000 away from me. Therefore, that TV cost me $70,000. I said, whoa, like, yo, that hit me. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at all your friends. I want you to look at every gathering you go to. I want you to look at every environment, and I want you to ask yourself, how much is this relationship costing me? How much is it costing me to answer your phone call and be on a call with you for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour at a time? How much is it costing me to pick you up and hang out with you? How much is it costing me to go to this event? Listen, you got to ask yourself, if you're going to events, but the events are not pouring into you and you're not walking away with anything that can help push you forward, that event is costing you money. If you're sitting there and you're having conversations with people and the conversations you're having are not giving you any nourishment, that relationship is costing you. So what I want you to do, listen, and this is all part of the fifth quarter living movement. Fifth quarter living says, this is what I want. And in order for me to get there, I got to live more disciplined than the people around me. In order for me to get there, I have to be able to be ready for opportunities when they come. In order for me to get there, I have to know what I need to do every day. So get it, right? It comes right back to it. We're talking about income potential, right? Income problems. Okay, if I'm studying, I have the potential to earn more, right? If I'm investing in myself, then I'm studying, I have the potential to earn more. If I'm not being around people that are taking from me, if I'm not having expenses going out in time, right? Because we don't get it back. When I say expenses, believe me, I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about money. People always talk about money like, yo, you got to be disciplined with money and you got to do this with money. I get it. Yes, you do. You have to be disciplined. If you get to the point right now with whatever you currently spend in your life, on your day-to-day, every month, whatever you spend, what I'm saying to you is you can go ahead and get it to the point where just your weekend hustle is making your spending money. So now you don't even need to spend off your check. Therefore, what just happened is now you don't have an income problem. Income's not your problem. Your problem at this point is going to be you're going to become addicted to the growth that you have. You are going to surprise yourself and you are going to want to do more. You are going to want to excel more and more and more. Listen, people that are toxic, you're not just going to ask them not to be around you. You're going to tell them like, yo, you're wasting my time. You're going to get to the point like that. And people are going to say, oh, you think you're something. You're different now. No, I'm not different in a bad way. I'm different in a good way. See, I'm growing up. Because what happens is when you just operate on your Saturday and Sunday and you get that to where that becomes lucrative and it gives you spending money for the week, you're going to say, yo, what happens if I don't just study Saturday and Sunday? What happens if I wake up an hour earlier and I put study time in? I just invest in myself, right? So I can create more income. So now you went from just doing Saturday and Sunday to where you waking up an hour earlier to put in work. You staying up an hour later to put in work. So now you just added 2 more hours a day. So we talking 16 hours on the weekend and we added another 2 hours in during the day. That's another 10 hours you just add. And on top of the 16, listen, you could do the math. We're talking 26 hours a week. Listen, again, I told you, if you're talking to people and they add no value, change your conversation, change your people. My guy said, listen, the average millionaire is working 59 hours a week. 59 hours a week. So if you work at your job for 40 and you give your business 20 hours during the week. So you say, yep, I'm just doing 4 hours a day. I'm just going to do 4 hours a day. I'm going to give my business this 4 hours every day. So I'm going to do my 8 hours at work. And then I'm going to go home. I'm going to do my other 4, 8, 12, 16. 8, 10, 12. So now you're doing 12 hours, right? You're doing a 12-hour day. What I'm saying to you is if a millionaire is still working 59 hours, why are you complaining because you had to do 43? Why are you complaining because you did 45? Why are you complaining because you did 50? You can't say you want the income, but then say, I really don't want the work that goes along with it that I'm going to have to put in order to get the income. It goes hand in hand, right? It goes hand in hand. Like you don't sit there and say, I want to dive in the pool, but I don't want to get wet. Why are you jumping in the pool? Like you going to get wet. So what I'm saying to you is I want you to become addicted to Saturday and Sunday execution. And what's going to happen is that's going to drip over into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And before you know it, you're going to look at your 40 hours and you're going to say, whoa, I don't think I really need you. Because the work I've been putting in, I've been investing in myself, only focusing on this key area for the last 24 months. And I'm telling you, I supplemented the income. And those of you who say, yep, I want the promotion, all I want you to do is outwork the person in the position. You show up before them. You stay after them. And get this. This is the crazy thing. Again, when I'm looking at it, right, we talk about the old you to create the new you. You got to get it. When we're talking about the you in corporate. See, listen, this is the whole thing with this podcast. I want you to understand that this isn't just for the entrepreneur, right? And this isn't just for the person who goes to work. I'm not here to motivate you. I want to give you stuff that you can actually use and help push you to a whole nother level, help take you to a whole nother place and help you to live a life that you just been dreaming of, but you haven't thought you was good enough for it, right? So when we're talking about the position, I'm going to tell you how to get past these corporate managers, these supervisors. I'm going to tell you how to snatch the carpet from underneath their feet. Listen, I promise you, this is going to catch so many of them off guard, and it will give you the training that you need. This is how you do it. If you go to someone and you say to them, listen, I'm really thinking about being a manager one day or a supervisor, and I would love if you would just teach me a few things or show me how to do this. They're going to say, you know what, right now is not the time, or, yep, I'll show you later, or, no, you know what, don't worry about that, just worry about your job. But let me tell you how to get by them. Let me show you how to get by the gatekeeper. Let me show you how to get by the lazy person. See, first thing, you know your manager is not the manager, a great manager, because they're not willing to teach you what they know. See, at a certain level, people don't care what you accomplish. They're going to say to you, who have you helped to elevate? Because corporate wants people that can help elevate people from within. Why? It's less training they have to spend. They get to keep more money in their pocket. They get you up to speed quicker, and it's less downtime. So what I want you to do is I just want you to go, and I want you to ask the question. Ask the question and keep it basic, right? I just want you to go to them, show up early, and I just want you to say, hey, can I help you with anything? Can I help you with anything? Right? Stay late. Can I help you with anything? These are the things that you do. You show up early, you stay late. Don't complain if they give you extra work, especially if it's work that they should be doing. I hear so many people say, you know what, I'm doing the work that they should be doing. That's not my job. This is why you have income problems. This is why you don't have enough to invest in yourself. This is why you don't understand the expenses that you have, because your mind, the way that you're thinking is like outdated. Like, listen, I want you to give me your job. I want you to give me your work. I want your work on my plate. If I ask you to show me, you're not. But if you feel as though you're getting over on me, if you feel as though you're taking advantage of me to the point where you can go home and you can be like, yeah, man, I got this guy at work. Oh my God, I give him all my work. All I get to do is sit back now. That's how I want the manager or the supervisor above me to feel. Why? Because they're giving me their tasks, their duties. I'm learning how to do their job, and they think they got just a little gopher. They think they got them just a little errand boy. No, I'm not your errand boy. I'm not your gopher. I'm the dude that's coming into this position smarter than you, because I am outmaneuvering you. I am positioning myself. See, listen, I want you to understand it's not about the size. It's about the position. I don't care about the size of your title. I want to position myself so I'm in the right place at the right time, because there's going to be something that comes up and you're not going to understand it. I want to get to the point where I become that go-to guy. I want my manager's boss and my supervisor's boss. I want them to be like, hold on, do we ask Pierre? Like, does Pierre know? Why? Because if Pierre don't know, then you know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. I want to be that go-to person. So what I'm telling you is I just want you to, identify what you want, that big picture. And I want you to take this fifth quarter living concept. I want you to just look at it, and I want you to say, you know what, man? I know what I want, and I'm going to get it. And if you try to hold me back any way whatsoever, I'm not going to become aggressive. I am going to outmaneuver you, because all I'm going to think about is how to outmaneuver you, right? So if you're spending 30 minutes a day figuring out how to improve in a situation, how to outmaneuver someone, but then there's someone who's taking 8 hours to think about ways to outmaneuver you. This is why people in jail be coming out and they be so creative. People in jail be like, they're making grilled cheese sandwiches with the iron. You can put like so many people in the room with certain utensils, and they're looking like, I don't have nothing. But then you get somebody who just spent, 5-10 years in the joint. You put them in the room. Listen, they're making lighters out of batteries. They're making grilled cheese sandwiches with the irons. Man, they keeping I had one dude tell me the toilet was my refrigerator. I'm putting my milk in there so it keeps the milk cold because it's in the wood. Like, come on, man. I'm telling you, people get so daggone creative. But because you're not putting yourself in that space, You're not allowing yourself the opportunity to be as creative and become as lucrative as you can. The fifth quarter living movement, the concept alone will help you to elevate your life to a whole nother level. So again, in closing, I want you to understand that the Monday through Friday thing is for people that are sissies. You know what I'm saying? Like straight punks do the Monday through Friday. If you're not already established, if you're established and you put in the work and Monday through Friday works for you and you're still living out your vision, you're still living out the dream, listen, that's wonderful. But if you're not and you're complaining and you got the income problems, I promise you, you do not have time to watch TV. You do not have time to just talk to people and talk to people and talk to people. I want you to operate Saturday, Sunday. Then I want you to operate an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening. That gives you 2 hours a day, or just strictly take your 2 hours in the evening and put it to work. And put it to work. That's 26 hours a week. I promise you, you do your 40 at your 9 to 5, you do your 26 hours a week. That's going to put you in a space where now you are setting yourself up to alleviate that income problem. My entrepreneurs, listen, man, you're struggling right now. And because you're struggling, you're jumping from one piece to another piece, to another piece, to another piece. My guy just put something up, man, and I seen it yesterday. And then again, today I read over it. And what it was is he said he was talking to his mentor. And when his mentor told him this piece here, when he said to him, all I want you to do is I want you to focus. He was like, I'm focused. We're like, listen, I promise you, I'm focused. He said, no. You're hearing me, but you're really not hearing me because you're not understanding what I'm saying to you. Focus, what focus is saying, I want you to follow one course until successful. Follow one course until successful. And with my entrepreneurs, you're getting so beat up. You're getting you're getting dragged through the mud. Emotionally, you're hurt. This fifth quarter living will change your life. But I want you to understand that you have to follow one course until successful. So don't say I did it for 1 weekend. Don't say I did it for 2 weekends, 3 weekends, 4 weekends, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not working. No, I need you to keep going and keep going and keep going, because you can't tell me if you study one daggone thing for 12 months, you are not going to be able to get paid for what you're doing. You can't tell me that if you study one thing for the next 24 months, you are not going to be able to get paid more than you got paid in the first 12 months. So on and so on and so on. But get this. When you do this, if you're getting 3 months a year, that means at the end of 4 years, you put in 5 years worth of work because you got 3 months out of each year. 3 months out of each year. That means you put in 5 months worth of work in 4 years. Most people are only going Monday through Friday. So what they're doing is they're actually losing 3 months a year. So if I'm gaining 3 months a year, you're losing 3 months a year. And I'm not only am I gaining 3 months a year, but I'm being intentional about the information that I'm getting and how I'm executing. And I'm telling you, man, life will change for you. I promise you, it will not be the same. The fifth quarter living movement concept, not only does it work, but it's been proven to work. And I look forward to reaching y'all on the next episode of the Fifth Quarter Living Movement podcast. Y'all have a great one.